What's up, guys? Welcome to the Comic 87 YouTube channel. Tonight, you catch me casting a match between L.R.R.P, here for thereon in known as L.R.R.P, and the Flashbangers. The first map these guys are going to be playing tonight is Bazaar. And the first objective that they're getting is the East Abrams tank objective here. The teams are just getting ready in the lobby, and then we'll get started. We'll make some last-minute adjustments here to the adjustments to the cast, and I think we're good to go. Right on. So I'm not joined by any co-casters tonight, so it's just me and my soothing voice. The players and whoever decides to join us tonight for the cast. Here we go. I think we should be getting started shortly. So yes, this east side objective. This is kind of a good one. I like this map and I like this objective. You can capture this objective from either side of the tank, which gives you cover from quite a few positions. If you have a good count, good kill count, you know where your enemy is likely to be, and you have a little bit of cover. Very easy to utilize that tank to protect yourself. And the teams are spawning in, so we started right on time. Looks like L.R.R.P is going to be on the offensive, playing as Marsoc round one, and we'll catch up with them as the round starts. Woohoo! There we go. All right, interesting split with Chimichanga going towards the east there. Benny kind of just pushing off, correction, west. Benny pushing off towards the east. And there we go, we got our first contact. Death Legion.
Yeah, peek that
Tease
corner again,
Kedger.
motherfucker. What?
See if Kedger's calling out this push. Siri. Good eyes on Chimichanga. Sounds like good comms coming out of both teams. Right on. See if this push on the east has progressed at all. Siri and Chimichanga still trading blows there across Broadway on the west side. Higgins push there through the blue room. Not going to be unchallenged. Sweet Reverse has a good line on that. Siri finally takes Chimichanga after all those little ticks. Shotgun here's that contact looking for Siri. Now I want to see Higgins push here on Sweet Reverse. He's just barely got cover there. Just barely. Siri on the flank. Is he gonna be able to catch Shotgun? Shotgun Preacher smokes where Siri was. And Siri's going all the way around behind, and now through Kiot. A lot of patience on both teams. This fight coming out of Siri is pretty much the only aggression that we're seeing. Does he see shotgun? Preacher. Not yet. I know as soon as I look away, there's going to be contact there. But in the meantime, while we were watching Shotgun and Siri, Benny, yep. All right, Benny and Higgins go down simultaneously, leaving L.R.R.P. And Siri does take Shotgun in the kiosk. So Flashbangers have a good count here. There's been no trades. So they should know that they have 5 up against 1 from L.R.R.P. And Death Legion gets sweet reverse. Tenant gets the immediate refrag, ending the round. And we will give that first point to the Flashbangers. Interesting round. That was a almost a 5-up defense. That was a 4-up defense there for the Flashbangers. Let's pull up the scores here. Tenant and Siri with 2 kills apiece in that round. And Death Legion scoring the only kill for L.R.R.P. Get a little fly around going here. It was a pretty standard push on this objective, kind of through this east market block from that north spawn there. Another option would have been pushing through the east courtyard or trying to flank all the way around, but crossing Broadway, this major street here, is the hardest part of this. Let's see how the Flashbangers handle this differently, if at all. All right. So Flashbangers kind of doing the complete opposite here of L.R.R.P. So they're taking 3 to that hard east. They're going to meet Death Legion here. Sweet Reverse, Kedger, and Darren Clark. Wonder how much noise they're making. But the interesting part of this, Death Legion takes Darren Clark through the window. And trades. Gets good call-outs there. So yeah, the interesting one on this is going to be, I believe, Siri and Tenant. They were able to cross Broadway and get into that north side. And I wonder what defense L.R.R.P. has to repel this. Higgins in the blue room. Benny in the courtyard. And Shotgun Preacher here. Watching Broadway. So it seems like a lot of attention pointing north. Looking for Kedger. He's been called out by Death Legion. Not as much attention looking south. And I'm really impressed with Siri and Tenant's ability to get all the way into the south with 4.5 minutes left in the round. Oh. Chimichanga, Siri with a headshot. Was he there before? Did I fly right past him? Might have missed him on my last fly through there. Kedger able to get Death Legion up in the northeast there. So finish him off and stop those callouts. Oh, Kedger takes Higgins with a headshot. So what was looking like a very strong L.R.R.P. defense has been whittled down to a 3-2 3-2 advantage. And you do need a minimum of 2 defenders to effectively defend this objective. A little premature on the grenade there. Tenant moving real slow. The nice thing about being able to get across Broadway and get into those positions really early in the round is that... Oh, shotgun takes Kedgar, leaving it a 3-1 advantage to L.R.R.P. And I did hear a call out for the south there. But yeah, one advantage of getting into those positions early and being able to push so far south and hold that position in the northeast is there's a lot of time left in the round. I was going to say that 3-2 advantage really isn't that big of a deal on this objective with this much time remaining, but a 3-1 advantage most certainly is. Looks like shotgun is potentially coming around looking for this push in the south. He knows where Tenant is. That was a very nice grenade. Oh, just onto the wall there. That would have been a very effective grenade if it was 2 feet to the left. Good grenade out of Tenant. And shotgun preacher, able to get him from the stairs. So L.R.R.P. takes their point on the round there, and we'll pop back. Death Legion with a strong showing, 3 kills, and just trying to keep track of who had what kills in the first round. But L.R.R.P. doing a very good job there of holding that objective. Next objective we're going to be looking at is... Ooh, East Market. This objective's a little bit spicy. So this is probably my least favorite objective on this map because it plays so quickly. So quickly. First of all, the defense is going to spawn over here in the east courtyard. And they're going to have to cross to get into those positions. It doesn't give them a lot of opportunity to push out very far and get good long lines. They may be able to get one player into Kiot, this building here, and that would be about it. And if we pop out to here, looking for the spawns, L.R.R.P. is likely to spawn either right here on the northwest street, or over here on the southwest street. Southwest street plays a little bit slower. It can be difficult in some situations to cross Broadway here without being seen. And the northwest spawn would play a lot quicker. They did not get it, but had they gotten the spawn in the northwest, first contacts are usually within the first 10 seconds of the round. So let's see if L.R.R.P. uses this to their advantage and kind of runs the clock a little bit and controls the time and plays their game. Let's see. So all 5 going for an aggressive push across and on Broadway. Trying to get across there before Darren and Sweet Reverse get a line on Broadway. That is going to open up Benny and Chimichanga to get that early, very fast contact I was talking about.
One move up. Move up north.
Kedger able to get a little piece of Death Legion. All right.
They know death isn't north.
Good call outs coming out of L.R.R.P. Kedger able to get Death
got him.
Legion. Now, Death was called out. Chimichanga. Gonna be open to Tenant here, I believe. How's that line look? No. He does push a little bit more towards Kiot. Tenant able to get Benny.
Down.
That was a good line. I was not expecting that one.
Center Bazaar. Just come out with that.
I think the ace in the hole here is gonna be Shotgun. Gonna catch Darren here.
Headshot!
Shotgun Preacher takes Darren Clark with a headshot. And that's gonna set up, break a little bit of that Flashbangers momentum, and set up some rotations as we're seeing. Sweet reverse here, rotating to look for whatever contact took Darren Clark. I'm expecting. Oh, Chimichanga gets Kedger. Headshot with the Virtus. That was up here on the north. Excellent. Want to get back in with Shotgun here. I think he might have just given his position up by throwing that smoke. Sweet reverse gonna be looking for him. Gets his back up there from Higgins. Oh, sweet reverse gets Higgins. The question now is, are they expecting Shotgun to be there? More importantly, Chimichanga. That was going to be the push. And this leaves just Shotgun up against 3 defenders on a relatively easy to defend objective. Two minutes is a lot of time to pick this team apart. But your Shotgun's going to need just a little bit of skill and a little bit of luck. What a beautiful grenade.
From downtown!
And, oh, just barely.
Hey, there's syringe. He's behind. He's behind.
Shotgun with the headshot on a sweet reverse. And Tenant cleans up Shotgun on the refrag. So here we go. We're just trading Marsoc rounds at this point. Defensive round after defensive round. Shotgun putting on a great show that round. And Tenant. I'm going to give Tenant top fragger 4-1 after 3 rounds. Excellent. Pop over to the scoreboard page here. We'll wait for the teams to spawn in. Having played against both of these teams, I expect Flashbangers push to be just a little bit more aggressive, especially if they get that northwest spawn. And for the viewer's sake and for my sake, I kind of want to see that. I want to see that round where first contact is 8 or 9 seconds into the round. Let the teams drop their plans. And we'll go for a little fly around here in Bazaar. I've said it in a few casts now. I really want this ship ladder to be accessible. I think this would be a super powerful position. Completely overpowered if you could ever get up here. What a great defensive position for 1, 2, 3 objectives at least. Great offensive position as well. Not quite a line onto Kiot. That would be a great way to clear that rooftop there going into the East Market. So, if anybody at Downpour is ever paying attention, make that ladder accessible. Oh, and here we go. Flashbangers get the northwest spawn. We'll catch up with them and see if we get that early contact, see if we get some action this round. Looking like a pretty aggressive 5-person push. Grenades, utility already coming out, smoke's coming out. First contact, Tenant takes Benny. 18 seconds in. And Death Legion headshot on Siri. Headshot! Chimichanga. Good spot, takes Tenant. Couple good callouts coming out. And just like that, L.R.R.P has a 4-3 advantage over Flashbangers. Darren Clark able to get Chimichanga, and Death Legion gets Sweet Reverse. There we go. Flashbangers down to 2. Kedger and Darren Clark. Flash comes over. All right, and Higgins finishes off Darren, leaving this. Kedger. No smoke to cover that cap. And Shotgun Preacher able to take him. Good stuff. So once again, just trading Marsoc rounds. We will give that round to L.R.R.P. And pop back over to the individual scoreboard here. Shotgun Preacher and Tenant just tearing it up 5 and 2. Death Legion putting in work 5 and 4. And pull up the map here. So objective we're going to now is going to be Kiot. Kiot objective. Grab the pointer here. So Kiot objective. Right in here. I love and hate this objective. So many places you can cap from. Inside of Kiot, outside, anywhere in here. There's so many places with cover. I believe there's still a spot on the second floor of Kiot that you can cap from. So you definitely have to be careful of that. And we'll pop back into the game here, and I'll show some of those positions real time. So cap spots for this objective. There is a spot somewhere in here. I think it might be on the balcony. But if you get low, you get prone, you are able to cap from right here. Probably that middle balcony, actually. You can capture the objective from in this corner with a little bit of smoke. Very, very effective. As well as the next room over is tucked in the corner as well. So let's catch up with L.R.R.P. on the offense. Memorize that code early in the round. You'll definitely forget it by the time you get to the objective, but you take one quick glance at it and it all comes rushing back. All right, L.R.R.P on a standard onward 3-2 push. Utility coming out into the center market very early. 15 seconds into the round. We got smokes, we got flashes. Oh, Death Legion trades with Clark. And Death Legion's back up. So L.R.R.P with a good count. Sweet reverse, able to take Chimichanga. Shotgun engaging Kedger. Benny looking for sweet reverse. Siri in a good last man up spot. There we go. Lots of pressure on the objective. Kedger able to take shotgun. Taking that advantage away from L.R.R.P. And that is going to force things to slow down just a little bit. Now, Siri. Good spot to repel this this cap attempt by Higgins. The question is... Oh, Siri able to take Death Legion. Thanks, sweet reverse. Gonna drop down on top of Benny here, maybe.
Also have a minus in Center Street.
I don't believe that anybody's expecting Higgins to be in Kiat. Benny takes sweet reverse.
There's one center kid.
Lots and lots of time for Higgins to make this push. Lots of smoke. Does he clear the corner? No, that slow peek. Not going to cut it this time.
Headshot!
Tennant takes him with a headshot. Leaving just Benny on a, what I would call a late rotation, just because he's the last up, but 3 minutes left in the round. Lots of time. Lots and lots of time. Got no one in the chat this evening. All right. Let Benny do some of the camera work there. Not particularly crunchy. Is Benny going to catch Tennant unprepared here? Oh. That is what I've been missing for 4 rounds. Lasers. I should know better. Now, Tennant, super crunchy, super crunchy. Benny able to capitalize on that. Could have sworn I heard he's on me. Oh. Trade. L.R.R.P able to get it. Flashbangers were eliminated. So that's the turning point right there. I didn't know that the trade went that way until after I saw the scoreboard pop up. But that's it. The Marsoc round that L.R.R.P needs in order to take advantage of that Marsoc start. And at the end of round 5, I finally remember to turn the lasers on, and Death Legion 6-5, Tennant 6-3, Kedger 6-4. So those kill counts are starting to rise. 5s and 6s. Right on. incredibly impressive work there to clean up everybody on the objective. That was a really close trade at the end there. Like I said, just watching that live, I thought it had gone the other way. Right on. I'm just waiting to see where the Flashbangers are going to spawn for their Marsoc push onto the Kiot objective. L.R.R.P started that round, a lot of aggression. What did I say, 15 seconds into the round, we had utility coming out into the center market. Their push did get stalled a little bit, but there was a turning point there where they could have continued to push or regroup, and they went with the regroup. It'd be interesting to see Flashbangers, and if they push straight up the middle, because having played against these guys a couple times, utility is their sweet spot. That's their comfort zone. Once again, standard Onward 3-2 split, splitting that section up into a 3-man fire team and a 2-man fire team. Series Sweet Reverse and Tenant taking the west route through West Market. And Edgar and Darren, looks like they're going to look for some early picks. Death Legion takes Siri. Death Legion takes Sweet Reverse. Darren Clark just downs Higgins.
Yeah, don't come over. He's looking right at me.
Oh. The
He missed. He's watching. He's watching. He's watching.
Death Legion's got to pick up his skills. Got to clean those up. L.R.R.P back up to 5-man strength.
He's just barely peeking the window. If you shoot bottom right hand corner of that window, then you'll be good. Oh, he's not looking. He's watching. He's watching.
A lot of comms coming out of Siri here.
He's still looking.
Darren Clark able to take Higgins. Still playing games up there. This line, even though Death Legion, oh, nice headshot. So even though Death Legion was called out that whole time, and he was only able to really get the one kill, he was able to hold them up for well over 60 seconds. And that's the defensive advantage, right? The clock is on your side as long as you can run the clock. Defense here tightening up as L.R.R.P rotates for that late round. Benny, I believe, still looking for Darren Clark. And finds him.
-1.
Good call out.
We're at 3-3.
And they have a good count. Flashbangers with a good count. Or correction, L.R.R.P with a good count.
There's one where death was.
How accurate was that call out? No, he's not far off. Now a lot of that aggression coming out through the north, behind Kiot. Oh, Shotgun Preacher takes Siri. Kedger able to get Benny. Preacher cleans it up. This could go either way. Tannant takes Chimichanga, and that is going to force Shotgun to try and go for that revive, because now he's well aware. Kedger takes Shotgun and removes that Volk advantage that L.R.R.P fought so hard to get. Fantastic. Death Legion with 7. Kedger and Tennant with 8. High scores coming out of these teams. Right on. So heading into our last round at Bazaar. Looks like we are going to be headed for... Oh. Center Street South Objective. The objective is going to be located in here. Now, key notes about this objective. Can be captured from inside of this corner, where there's not a whole lot of late lines for the defense. Also, can be sneakily captured from right inside of this door frame. And if you can whittle apart the defense, there's a very good chance that they're not able to cover the inside of that building simultaneously as the outside, because obviously the cap radius extends out here as well. So they can't be in that building if they're the last up, or they shouldn't be. So this minimum requirement to defend this objective is 2 defenders. So let's see if L.R.R.P can pull off another Marsoc round. All right, on. Looks like the teams might be swapping players in and out in between maps, just based on the chat. All right, and a northeast spawn for L.R.R.P. Let's catch up with the offensive team.
Death going all the way down.
There we go. For the guys that are just waiting to swap in, I do run the 6-minute delay. So you should probably go and try to get in now. Death Legion, Darren Clark. Nice and early. 24 seconds into the round. Nice early pick. I think Chimichanga's probably just clearing pre-firing windows and doors there.
Shot something that looked like a dude and didn't move, so.
I know exactly what he was shooting at, because I shoot at the same shadow every time. Good line here from Tennant. Is he going to be able to get... Oh, a little onward timing just as Chimichanga pops up. What is he actually looking at? What can he actually see, I should say. There we go. Yeah, lots of onward timing there. However... Good cook on that grenade. Coming out of Kedger, I believe, yeah. Good bounce on that smoke. So shotgun goes down, Spirit Reverse just downed in that exchange. I think Siri just took a shot at Sweet Reverse. Almost a certified team kill. Nice tucked in defense coming out of Flashbangers. Not the defense I was expecting, but I think that early pick on Darren Clark really forced their hand there. Lots and lots of onward timing.
Traverse, you watch the front, watch my front door, that way they can't get me and I'll watch the back.
I've been calling that player Sweet Reverse for months, and apparently it's SW Traverse. Oh, learn a little something every time I cast. All right. Benny in a good spot here to get a piece of Traverse. Does it happen? It does. Look at that. Excellent game sense.
Got the guy that was on OBJ direct.
Yep, and that call out, the guy that was on OBJ, that now tells L.R.R.P that they should be able to cap from in here if they can get there. And just like that, Kedger goes for that rotation into that building. That black smoke out of the... Oh, that's Higgins and Siri trade. Benny goes down to Kedger very quickly, leaving just Tennant completely smoked out. Tennant gets Benny, gives away his location. Death Legion going for the cap. Is he on it? There we go. 4-second cap based on what I saw. L.R.R.P taking it 5-3. Phenomenal. What a great cap. Death Legion putting in work. 9-6. Tennant 9-4. High scoring map out of both L.R.R.P and the Flashbangers. That was phenomenal. While we figure out where we're going next, I'm going to load up an overlay here and get myself a glass of water.
John Wick, man.
All right, guys, and welcome to map 2. We're gonna throw up Downfall onto the scoreboard here. There we are, and we will get you guys into the game very shortly. Excellent. There we go. So objective 1 on Downfall is gonna be over here on the East Stables. I love this objective. Simultaneously feel like I can cap this objective every time, and I can defend it like no one else, so I like it because I'm good at it. Now that I say that on cast, I'm going to try really hard not to give away any more of my secrets. I might not end up liking this objective after this. Right on. And Flashbangers on the Marsoc first round here. Getting the South Valley.
All the way around.
South Valley spawn.
The right side of it.
Looking like Darren Clark's going to look for some early picks coming up out of the sniper house. Siri going for a nice west push. Probably looking for that like upper red truck push. Kedgar taking the direct route, and Tennant and Traverse. Nice. Kedgar able to pick up Higgins. Early kill, 20 seconds into the round. However, I think Benny might have Kedgar's number here. Nope, not quite. Traverse and Tennant able to get down towards Convoy in the southeast. Traverse using that topography, using that hill, a little bit of that defilade. Able to squeeze past Death Legion, who's looking north. Traverse unopposed with a hard east push. Does not look like L.R.R.P has a defender specifically for that line. If Shotgun goes down here... No, he's not going to go down here. Definitely hears Traverse coming in. And Chimichanga takes Traverse with a headshot. Death Legion downs Tennant. Nice. There's that long sniper line. Darren Clark was taken.
He still that Heska's there.
Gonna pick on you, Benny. Those are well, not even sandbags. That's a great ball. Now the line that's not expected here, like I said at the beginning, is going to be Siri. Although, does look like Chimichanga's got a line on him.
Is that you shooting at me?
And Chimichanga, beautiful headshot on Siri. Is he able to get a call out on that? So this leaves just Kedgar and Darren Clark. Kedgar making lots of noise around Marsoc South here, which Death Legion is going to hear. It's important to note at this level, the players can hear the different sounds of the different weapons and know that there's two players over there. In a lot of cases, players at this level know what each weapon sounds like, so they'll even know if it's a Marsoc weapon or a Volk weapon. Kedgar now taking that far east line towards the tank past Convoy here. But there's really good coverage between Chimichanga and Shotgun Preacher. I don't think that angle is going to work for the cap. Kedgar's trying. It's going to have to be mighty quiet and not draw any attention, because if he gets crunchy at all, Shotgun's going to call that out. Chimichanga's going to be able to wrap that corner really quick. Worth mentioning, if Kedgar goes down here, Darren Clark's chances of capping are pretty slim with only a minute left. Oh. Sounds like Benny was able to get... Oh, and Chimichanga. The headshot on Kedgar. Leaving the Flashbangers with a 1-4 disadvantage. with Darren Clark way up in the mountains, giving an Overwatch support now to nobody. There we go. We're just gonna make some adjustments there. I think Benny is gonna be the one. Oh, maybe not. Death Legion able to take him. Good callouts. Alright. There we go. Left me trapped in a wall. Onward, always good for a glitch or two. There we go. Bringing up the scoreboard. Chimichanga with 3. Death Legion with 2. And we will bring that on over into here and give L.R.R.P their first point on downfall as well. I did not give them their points for Bazaar, the 2 points I got at the end there. There we go. Just going to wait for the teams to spawn in here so that I have an escape for my trapped camera. Excellent tight defense there by L.R.R.P. There we go. And I am out of the wall. Back in the game.
Push that. Push it those bars you can real quick.
All right. And L.R.R.P. doing a 2-2-1 split right off the bat. Interesting push. Chimichanga gonna engage here. Correction.
I got one going upstairs up the trends.
Shotgun and Higgins share Siri there.
Upper red, upper red, upper red.
Good call outs coming out of Chimichanga. Chimichanga able to down traverse. Shotgun Preacher. Pre-firing the windows there. This is a good spot here. Darren Clark. Really like that spot. Tenant able to take Chimichanga. Coming for that that confirm on traverse. Now the question is, yeah, I think Tenant's going to be able to get that pickup and bring it back to a 4-4 for the Flashbangers and L.R.R.P. Shotgun Preacher rocking that saw. Suppressing fire and clearing some of those meta windows there. Able to take traverse. Still another at upper red there.
We're at the back.
Tenant able to take shotgun. 3-3. These teams are going tit for tat here. And what I really want to see is
First bungalow outside of it.
this is a good position by Darren Clark. Lots of cover. It's really hard to hit somebody up there. But that being said, Tennant's going to have to do a lot of work. And same with Kedger. With Darren all the way in the back there. Kedger's line is good. However, that position is now burned. There's no way that... Oh, that was a beautiful grenade, though. That was almost deserving of a pop-up. Tennant with the headshot on Death Legion. And
I'm
Benny
revivable. I got 2 or 3 fragments
drops
center.
Tennant. Tit for tat, tit for tat. Now the question is, how's that count? Because if Benny can get around Kedger, push this objective, but right from where he is, Darren won't have a line on him. That is the other disadvantage of what he's going for, is clean up his kill there. Oh, maybe he won't. Maybe he won't.
Revive me.
Oh, Benny taking the wrong line. If Kedger goes down here with Darren all the way in the back, this is a cap all day. But with only 1:20 left, Benny's got to watch these rotations. He's got to have really good game awareness, time awareness. And Flashbangers do have very good overlapping coverage. There's a lot of ifs. It's this is not an easy defense to pick apart. Unless if. If Benny's able to squeeze by Kedger in the next 30 seconds. Oh, Darren Clark. Beautiful shot on Benny. Way up there in the East Hills. That is not an easy shot to make. All right, so after 2 rounds, we got Tennant with 4, Chimichanga with 3 as our top fraggers. Tennant takes top fragger 4, 2, and a revive. Drop that scoreboard, bring up my scoreboard, where the game is tied up 1-1 on downfall. Oh. Sometimes I throw that overlay up just because I really like that tune. What a great piece of musical genius, if I do say so myself. All right, so we're just waiting here for the teams to load back in. The objective we're looking for now is going to be over here on the west. This is Heli Bungalow West Side. There are actually 2 objectives on this building, 2 objective locations. There is this one, right on the west side. And there's also an objective that will spawn over here on the south side of Helicopter Bungalow. And I believe there is, yeah, there's 2 spawns for both offense and defense on this one. So a little bit more variety. Let's catch up with Darren Clark.
I'm gonna do a play of soul.
I want to see where he positions himself on this one. He is carrying a sniper rifle again, but not going for the obvious North Hill. So let's see See where he ends up. L.R.R.P. with tight defense on this one. Just looking at the map here. What a tight defense.
Back bar. Shoot, sorry.
One on the objective, and your cardinal directions covered off. This is going to be a tough one to pick apart, and lots of overlapping coverage, and I'm sure that was intentional. The only problem with this kind of defense is it does give a lot of wide openings to approach the objective, so it's going to push some of those contacts later into the game.
Me and Siri's at North Hotel.
North Hotel, is that going to be of any use? I don't believe so, unless there's any late rotations out of L.R.R.P. Really important to change up your playstyle a little bit. And this is good. Good for both teams. I'm seeing the Flashbangers slow down quite a bit. Clearing some of those corners. It's not. I thought it was going to be Darren Clark in the South Hills there. He's on the Marsoc Boulders with Traverse up in the hills. Darren Clark.
Hotel down.
Wow. Great shot. Suppressed EMR. Benny able to tie it up by taking Siri down. So with that overlapping coverage,
Yeah,
that
like a shotgun from like maybe a dumpster area.
good call-outs coming out as well. I'll catch back up with Kedger here. Just pull up the map briefly. Still very good coverage out of L.R.R.P. They had overlapping arcs on those cardinal directions. On a large map like this, the offensive team can burn a lot of time just clearing some of those corners, getting to that defense. So definitely the right play in my opinion. Let's see how it works out. Oh, Darren Clark with the headshot on Death Legion. Chimichanga able to get Sweet Traverse. Good spot. And Benny, headshot on Kedger.
He's dead.
Benny putting in work this round.
DC is just us two.
And 2 minutes remain. 3-2 advantage to L.R.R.P. Darren Clark and Tennant gonna have to make a move. And I think what they have going for them here is coming from opposite sides of the map against 3 defenders. They are going to be able to draw the attention back and forth. Something else to note about this objective, if somebody's able to get to the helicopter bungalow. Oh, Darren Clark takes Benny. That opens things wide. So if Tennant is able to get to this bungalow, he can cap from inside of it. And there's an annex and a main building. Chimichanga cannot stop that cap from the room he was in. And as I say that, he rotates out. Not a whole lot of coverage from L.R.R.P. on that cap spot coming in from the east door. Which I think Tennant gonna try and do. What does Higgins' line look like? Does he see that? Does he have the ability to see that? Not really. This was looking very, very good for L.R.R.P., but this one's going to come down to the wire. The next kill, I think, is going to decide this round. Darren Clark just about to cross Higgins' line. That's it. That's going to force Tennant to make a move. Oh. And that's a cap all day if he can get inside of the building, but not from where he is. Sticking that tablet way out in front like that gives himself away before he even crossed that corner. Time management so important on large maps like this. I'm sure with an extra 30 seconds, Tennant would have gone for that that cap from inside of the building, not from outside. But you feel that pressure when that when the 30-second beeper comes over the tablet. The pressure's on. Right on. Chimichanga 5-1. What a phenomenal show, especially against this team where you've got snipers taking shots from everywhere. Very, very impressive. And we'll pop over to my scoreboard here. We'll give that point to L.R.R.P. Like, I'm pretty sure I clicked the button. I'll click it again. There it is. All right. And pop back into the map. Okay. So same objective, now with L.R.R.P on the offensive. I'm expecting to see more aggression out of both teams. Just because after a round like that goes down to the timer, everybody gets a little bit on uneasy and on edge. All right, let's catch up with Shotgun Preacher over at the Marsoc spawn.
The code is 1234632.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's an easy code. I like that. And there's the call. You know, hey, you can cap from inside of that building. I think the spectators would have been, spectators in the tent probably would have been screaming about that. Early contact out of Benny.
Located on West Road towards tower.
Just trying to get some awareness of how accurate that call out was. Pretty good. And Darren Clark over by West Stables. Definitely going to have a line on Death Legion eventually, but he's looking for a person who's not coming. He's looking at those boulders. Going to be some onward timing here for sure. Oh, able to take Death Legion with the SKS through that tower. Beautiful shots. Interestingly, kind of a similar setup here for Flashbangers with the kind of cardinal directions defense, with just the difference that Darren Clark getting a little bit of that Overwatch, and that's what you do. Utilize the players you have and the skills that they bring. Traverse here in kind of a meta spot, second floor of Center Hotel. Sounds like whoever that was did get a little piece of, I think it was Tennant there. Traverse takes Shotgun Preacher, but that is going to open him up. Benny's going to be looking for him now. Is Higgins going to be looking for Kedger? Chimichanga with the headshot on a Tennant. I don't think he's tracking that he got that headshot. So L.R.R.P now with a bad count. It's going to force them to be a little bit more conservative. They're probably still calling out 5 enemy and 3 friendly.
Hit right on the ledge of the window. I don't know if I got him.
L.R.R.P is going to spend a lot of time and resources trying to clear that tower. Kedger able to... Oh, look at the line. That was a tight line. And Siri. Headshot on Higgins. Leaving just Chimichanga.
Sounds like I'm last alive.
Yes, you are. Jimmy's putting in work, but that headshot out of Darren, wow. Just phenomenal. That was a really good defense put up by Flashbangers. I'll give them their point. Darren Clark 6-2, Chimichanga 6-2. There's your top fragger so far after 4 rounds. Oh, these teams are going to keep me busy tonight if they go 7 rounds per map. Looks like we got a couple Discord messages. And not so much going on in the chat this evening. All right, bring you guys back into the game where our new objective is going to be all the way down here. At Upper Dumpster. So interesting thing with Downfall, every building on this map has an interior. So therefore every building needs a name because people can be hiding, enemy can be hiding in any one of these buildings. And we're not very creative with our naming conventions. So there's a dumpster right here, and there's a hill. The building on the bottom of the hill is Lower Dumpster. The building at the top of the hill is Upper Dumpster. We do the same thing with that red truck. There's a building up there, Upper Red Truck, and then Lower Red Truck. So we need a name for every building that's easy to remember. Flashbangers getting what is probably my least favorite spawn on this map, bar none.
Tell you what, it's actually a pretty good sniping spot right here.
Of course, these guys would be excited about the long range possibilities from this spawn, but both Tenant and the 3-man push here that's going west, wide open. Contacts 11 seconds into the round. Ketterer able to get behind cover. Traverse Siri able to get behind cover. DC. Good line for sniping. That's filthy. I love it.
Did he go in first bungalow or center?
And Tenant. There's going to be... Yeah, I didn't even get over to him. Benny takes him. Headshot. With a headshot. Siri looking for Chimichanga. Chimmy gonna go back in that window? It seems like a terrible idea, but he doesn't see the lasers that we do. Zoom back out of that. Another nice tight defense coming out of L.R.R.P. They have the Volk advantage on this map. Volk advantage means if they just don't lose any defensive rounds, they'll win the map. I am really liking this line out of DC. I'll be looking for that from now on. Chimichanga, excellent. Grenades. Traverse. There we go. That's going to slow Kedger down just a little bit. 4 minutes left in the round. I'm not worried about slowing anyone down. You want to get those early picks still. DC really doesn't like that sniper rifle. It's frustrated with it, throwing it across the map. That is the one piece of Onward physics that I do not like. I challenge anybody to throw an M14, or an M1A, the firearm that gun is modeled after. You cannot throw it that far. Death Legion takes Siri on a real narrow line. I like that as well. I have never played that window from that line. That is fantastic. Death, I'm saving that one for myself, buddy. L.R.R.P. 5-2 advantage, leaving Darren Clark and Kedger as last up with a long, wide open space to cover before they get to that objective. As these rounds get a little bit longer on this objective, you really got to save some utility, save those flashes and those smokes to make some of these late crosses. And I think Kedger almost goes to Chimichanga. I'm wondering who DC's looking for here. It's good position to move along the side of that helicopter there. Nice shots. Looking for Death Legion. 2 minutes left. Oh, Kedger takes shotgun. I was just about to say, if you have a good count, you play this conservatively. L.R.R.P. had every opportunity to go with a 5-up defense, but Kedger putting in work. Takes Higgins as well. Gonna force some movement out of L.R.R.P. here with a minute and a half left in the round. I'm gonna come to Higgins' defense on this one in the chat there. They've noticed that is not the name displayed on my screen. And we're just going to say that somebody has access to Higgins' password, and you're only allowed to change your username once every 6 months. So that is a cruel practical joke that he's the victim of. So, as a courtesy, we continue to call him by his chosen name. Darren trying to pick apart this defense. Trying to draw some fire so that Kedger can move in. There's that smoke I was talking about, needing to save that utility. But Benny, onward timing. Onward timing. 30 seconds left. I am fairly certain that L.R.R.P's got this one in the bag. Again, just that time management on such a big map. Time management's going to get you every time. There's such a bulk advantage. Oh, Darren Clark with the headshot on Benny. Chimichanga takes Kedger. It's going to get aggressive. And that's the time. There it is. Chimichanga just got to pad that kill count with potentially 1 round left, maybe 2. He's almost hitting double digits. Way to go, Chimmy. Top fragger, for sure. 9-2 on downfall. Absolutely outstanding. And that's not to ignore the work put in by Darren Clark and Kedger on that last round as well. Excellent, excellent showing. And we're going to be playing same objective one more time. Let's pull up the old scoreboard here. Give one more point to our friends over at L.R.R.P. There we go. And bring you guys back into the game. Nice Overwatch look here at Downfall. This is the largest vanilla or built-in map by a long shot. Speaking of long shot, you can get pretty high up into those mountains beyond that rock. And you can get pretty high up into those mountains, just into that hill in the center of the screen there. And that is, as measured by our own Sharkfish02, the longest straight line shot that you can make in Onward. And he has made it. It's on his YouTube channel. So if you're looking to see what that looks like, check out Sharkfish02. And watch him get a snipe across the longest line in the game. So on this one, L.R.R.P spawning northwest on the bungalow there. Let's catch up with shotgun again.
Don't let them in the fucking, don't let them in north launch or south launch. I'm gonna try to
Words of motivation, words of wisdom. Still talking about tactics as the round starts. Looking for that door. You got 2 lasers looking for that White House door. Darren Clark. Shotgun Preacher takes traverse. I was going to say Darren Clark is up in the Marsoc boulders there.
Nobody went in White House.
Good call. Nobody's...
One was rotating on the valley.
Oh, Darren Clark takes Benny with a headshot. Phenomenal. And Chimichanga with a headshot. Darren putting in work. What a good position he's got up there. Is he going to get any more? Potentially, yes. Shotgun Preacher.
I'm down.
Center hotel.
Action's just going back
I don't know
and
if I
forth.
got him, but there's one in uplink room. Little room like that.
I think the unexpected card here is going to be Kedger in the tower. Good position, good overwatch there. Going to be hard for anybody to make that cross. You've got to cross this line that Kedger's got from any of those positions. Darren Clark takes Higgins. You can make these aggressive rotations when you have a good count and you know you have the advantage. So Flashbangers with a 4-2 advantage, able to make these rotations. They're looking for Death Legion. However, if Death Legion can keep some of that attention for a little while, there's still 3.5 minutes. Shotgun Preacher. There we go. Returns the favor. Takes Darren Clark out of the equation. However, gives up that position to Kedger, who's over here at East Church. Kedger's line here, phenomenal. Puts a whole bunch of rounds into that rock wall, gives up that position as well. Looking for a rotation. He knows he's burned there. 3 minutes remaining. And L.R.R.P. still a good opportunity now that DC is down in those Marsoc boulders. They're definitely expecting Tenet. He's been called out, and that's a very meta spot on this objective. They may not be expecting Siri. Siri? Correct me if I'm wrong. Long grenade comes in from shotgun. That was a beautiful grenade. Just a little bit long to pick up Siri there. Kedgar takes shotgun. That's that line I was talking about. And the headshot on Death Legion. Very nice defense put in by the Flashbangers. And like I said, they're making me cast all the way to 7 rounds. Phenomenal. Finally able to motivate some talk in the chat there, so thanks, guys. So 3 rounds apiece on Downfall. Oh, wow. It's getting late here, boys. Let's play just a little quicker, all right? And for our final objective, it is the south side of Helicopter Bungalow. This is that other position I was talking about. It's unfortunate in any match on Downfall where you get this objective twice, because you can, right? The objective is moved around 20 feet from where it was in round 1. So as spectators, we get to see the teams play the same tactics and the same objective one more time. The cap spots change a little bit. The cap radius does include this rock wall here and the north side of the rock wall, but it's not nearly as spicy as the cap radius extending into this room like it does on the west side objective there. Go for a little fly around. Some of our favorite spots on Downfall. I was about to call them out, but looks like the teams are taking my advice and eager to get moving here. Come on, guys, I got work tomorrow. Let's end this. All right, so Flashbangers, 3-1-1. Siri is hanging back. Traverse, moving up through the center. And Darren Clark, Kedgar, and Tennant pushing that east side. Once again, we're seeing a very, very similar, almost identical defense out of L.R.R.P. Look, guys, I like the consistency. I like that it's practiced. But from like a meta perspective, an overworld perspective, Flashbangers know how to play this because they've already played it once this game. So I'm interested to see if the Flashbangers adapt their play to what they learned in round 1 from L.R.R.P. I think a couple are even playing the same positions. My memory's not that great. Looking for those early lasers. Darren Clark looking for those boulder kills again. Darren was the first one, top fragger there, first one to hit double digits. And Shotgun Preacher goes down to a headshot. Higgins able to, actually, Higgins got the headshot there as well. Keeping things tied up at 4. Interested to see here what's coming out of Siri.
Center Hotel, 2nd floor, looking out the back window.
Good call-outs on Benny from Siri. Oh. Good call-outs. I don't know if Benny's going to give him that line, though. this spot. I love this spot. You have so much cover from that palm tree. Try not to give everybody motion sickness as we catch up with some of the other MARSOC players. You know what? The defense is working again. I must say, L.R.R.P has managed to kill half the time and then some, just by forcing Flashbangers to clear a lot of corners and a lot of windows. The way map picks typically work in Onward, the team that starts on MARSOC picks the map. Darren, Clark, headshot on Death Legion, and this is a risky map to pick because there's so much Volk advantage. You're giving that up when you pick this map to start on MARSOC. And with 2 minutes left, I wonder if L.R.R.P is going to make the Flashbangers regret picking Downfall. Although now, with 12 and 4, I'm sure Darren does not regret picking Downfall. I think this is going to come down to the wire. There may be another pick or two in the next 60 seconds. I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of movement until that timer goes off. That little 30-second warning timer beeper goes off for the players. Kedger is close, but got to cross some lines to get there, and he's got to get a little crunchy if he wants to cross the lines fast. So DC with a good push up west. I think he's going to be looking for Benny in those west windows. Excellent, excellent game awareness there to be looking for Benny. And he might pick him up. Smoke is out. Kedger's looking for... And there it is. Benny gets him. 3-3, 40 seconds left. I think Benny's going to be in the stairs there, more than likely. Higgins going to call out Darren. Chimichanga gets Tennant. Siri gets Chimichanga, gets the refrag. Benny gets Darren. 10 seconds left. How quick can Siri cap? Doesn't even get the chance. L.R.R.P takes the map. 4-3. Brings it all the way to 7 rounds again. And I have never said this before in my life, but I really hope the next map is cargo. Yeah, hoping for a little bit of a smaller map next. And it is not a smaller map. For map 3, the teams have picked Egress. I'll bring Egress up on the scoreboard here. And we're gonna throw up some promo stuff while we get stuff figured out. All right. Welcome to Egress, where our first objective is going to be up here in the north. This is, I love this objective. This one's good. Capable from inside of these corners of the office building, first floor. Got to be careful of that. Capable just barely from behind this cover here. And obviously, the entire cap radius in the open there. Meaning, essentially, you must have a minimum of 2 defenders up to effectively defend this objective. It is fairly capable, not the most capable, but it's. I would not be surprised to see a cap here. Let's talk about approaches. There are 3 major approaches. Either you're coming from the gas station direction, which will give you access to that alley, or this one, and what kind of would be considered the main push onto the objective. There is the office building push, which is very easy to defend, and you don't see many people being aggressive on that push. And then the sneaky push through the garage. There are 3 ways to access the garage. So from the street level, from the underground level, or you can drop down the elevator shaft here from the upstairs level in the hotel lobby. Right through there. So that is typically going to be the most used sneaky spot. And for some reason, everybody likes to be aggressive and push from this big wide open space on this objective. So let's see how these teams put it together. Looks like all the players are now in, and the teams are just drawing up their plans. Did we have any changes? Yes. Looks like we've traded Chimichanga for Chachi. We'll bring you guys back to the scoreboard for a minute. So L.R.R.P has officially, in my opinion, won the scrim with 2 maps, and then chosen Egress as map 3. But it's been a very, very tight game, and that's what I expected. I expected tight. I did not expect to be up at 11 o'clock just starting map 3, though. So come on, guys, let's get a move on here. we got some messages in Discord. Could be. Nope, 100% not from the teams. It was worth a try. There we go. I'll clear those up. Sorry for looking up. I keep Discord up there so that I can keep the game down here, right? Right on. We'll wait for these guys to load in. Please enjoy the musical stylings of Daddy by Day Media. All right, we got the teams in now. L.R.R.P getting the south construction spawn here. And the map looks big and square, but there is actually no playable area south of where they are. This highway that wraps in an L shape here is the southernmost border of the map, of the playable area of the map, I should say. Benny looking for those early picks on the office building. Not going to catch him.
One just ran down the stair.
Cadger getting a look at Shotgun Preacher and Chachi. No. Yeah, Chachi. There he is. My eyes deceive me. All right, well, L.R.R.P starts to work their way in. Let's see what the defense looks like here. Well, it looks like we also got a trade for Zeph Gale Scrimmaster. I'm wondering who he came in for. Not even paying attention. I'll have to get back to you on that one. So on this note, looking like Tennant is the only one watching this the sneaky push, and he's only watching one of the 3 approaches to the sneaky push. If you were to get through this garage, you would have to contend with Kedger, potentially, but I think that would be a fairly easy cap. C-Ray being upstairs in the office there. I think with all the information that we have, the best move. Oh, and Tennant takes Death Legion on that sneaky push. And I'm sure Benny takes Scrimmister.
-1.
I'm sure Death Legion is in the tent right now going, nobody ever hides there. Because that's what I'd be saying. Another interesting one. Oh. Doesn't see him. Does not see him. There was just a little spot of Siri's head showing there. I like that spot, and a good rotation to get out of that spot too. And Benny is close, but Kedger rotates. I think this is going to be our next contact, more than likely. Benny's going to have to wrap this corner really fast. Oh! Benny catches Kedger moving. Little onward timing there. 3-3. Tennant coming around for that flank. Is he going to get to Benny in time? Oh no, he's looking for the cap. Looking for that sneaky cap, I think. Smokes are out. Good frag. Oh, Preacher. Headshot on Benny. Gonna get an apology there? No? My bad, man. Darren Clark. Ah, nice. Good rotation. I hadn't even seen him come back in there yet. Leaving just Chachi. Is Darren gonna stick out here? Nice. With only a minute left, though, Chachi does not have a whole lot of time. Chachi trying to memorize the code here before he makes this push. A little too far on the smoke. Does nothing but give his position away. And that's going to be it. He's going to time out. Got flashed. Right on. So Flashbangers with a effective defense on that objective. Couple mistakes on L.R.R.P's part there that could have definitely made the difference. That team kill by shotgun and Death Legion running headlong into Tenant's rifle barrel. I think those two things, either one of them could have been the deciding factor on how that round ended, but Flashbangers put up a very effective defense. So let's throw a point up on the board for Flashbangers. And figure out where we're spawning into next. So as I was saying there at the beginning of the last round, you can pretty much follow this overpass highway here. This is playable area all here. And then where the highway comes out and L's into this construction zone, none of that back there is playable area. That gate is closed, so it's basically all this area here under the overpass. And I do believe there's a second spawn. Second or third. Yep, there it is. Over here in the west construction. Alright guys, it's my bedtime. Let's go. Flashbangers. Khadgar going off on his own. And Siri splitting. Oh, I thought he was going to go for the basement push. He is not. Looking like a four-man push through the shop here. Through the south. First contact, more than likely going to be Benny. If anybody comes out of those stairs, and they don't. Looks like they're pushing to the far, far southeast stairs. Siri's looking for whoever's going to be in the gas station, but not playing that position on this round. Let's see, how much noise is Khadgar making? Death Legion definitely hears that. Definitely going to be able to call that out. And Chachi. Oh, Darren Clark, headshot on Benny. Headshot! It wasn't quite the first contact, but it was shortly thereafter.
I gotta get a charger. Give me
2 minutes down. Shotgun and Siri probably next. Shotgun sees him. Got to be careful on these slow peaks. Onward timing. Shotgun's attention gets drawn away. Chachi's got to stop peeking that.
Yeah, just don't peek.
Yeah, there you go, Shotgun. Good in-game control there out of Shotgun Preacher. Definitely see Siri. You must see Siri. Wow, that exchange went nothing like I thought it would. That really aggressive push I was talking about. Always, always from this side. Darren Clark able to pick up shotgun. Not expected at all. Death Legion making that rotation, coming back. Shotgun, or Death Legion. Oh. All up to Higgins now. Oh. Flashed. Higgins flashed for sure. He's going to pick up Siri. But one-on-one with almost 2 minutes left. I'm not sure if Mr. Scrim Master here is an alt or not. What's going on, Llewellyn? Good to see you in here, bud. But I do not recognize the player, so I'm gonna reserve judgment and see how they do. Once again, coming into round 2 and very close to the timer. Come on, guys, speed it up a little. Now, I was saying on this objective, you must have minimum of two defenders. Higgins is in about the best spot given the situation, but it can be capped from in this corner, and he's definitely aware of that, and it's going to cause him to move. I'm sure of it. Nobody's getting crunchy. Oh, there it is. There it is. Flashbangers with the Marsoc round. Taking that bulk advantage away from L.R.R.P. And who's putting in the work here? Gonna give that one to Darren Clark. 4-2 after 2 rounds. And we will bring up the old scoreboard here, where Flashbangers are now 2 rounds up on L.R.R.P. Oh. All right, guys. Well, we're waiting for the next round to start. Let's hit you guys with the musical stylings of Paribus Entertainment. This is an old one, but I love it. All right, and we're joining L.R.R.P.
I'll watch the cross.
Who appear to be down a player. I'm only seeing 4. I'm not sure if they had a drop or they just didn't realize that somebody did not ready up. Chachi not in. Benny takes Siri and evens it up at 4. Tennant takes Death Legion. All right, I really like this line. The old urban prone coming out of Mr. Scrimmister. Oh. I can't even get that low and zoom at the same time. It's got to be pretty acrobatic. My back would hurt. But I don't think Benny's going to be expecting that line from under the car. So unless there's some onward timing here. cap. That was almost an opportunity to turn it around. Opportunity to turn it around. I'm going to apologize for the video quality tonight. I'm getting warning after warning about drop frames. Everything seems to be good on my end. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. Shotgun Preacher, last up for L.R.R.P. Very methodical push here. Lots of time, and he knows it. Little crunchy just at the wrong moment. I'm not sure if Kedger heard that, but he's moving at the right time. And there's the onward timing. Kedger adds a little insult to injury lining up that shot. But that being said, Kedger, if I took 4.5 minutes to take a shot like that, it would have been a headshot, buddy. You got to pick on him while you can. I only pick on Kedger because I can't enter a lobby with him where he doesn't dome me about a dozen times. So Darren Clark, 4-2, still the top fragger after now 3 Flashbangers rounds. We'll give one more point to the Flashbangers. Oh, and maybe I will get the sweet, sweet release of a 4-round map. Not a 7-round map. I'm happy to see L.R.R.P take the first 2 maps, but we're after 11 o'clock here. Right on. We'll talk about this objective a little bit. I know I didn't give a good introduction of it on the previous round. I like this objective. This is cappable from a lot of places. The most used is going to be right on this corner with some smoke. Like I believe Benny was trying to do on that last round. With some smoke. Excellent, excellent opportunity for a cap there. However, you can also cap from in here, inside of the gas station. It's such a hard spot to cover. Anybody that comes in pre-firing has pretty much got free reign. If you make it past here, you've got lots of cover. And if you can get behind these shelves, you're pretty much in the cap radius right in here. So let's catch up with the Flashbangers. I'm really interested to see what Mr. Scrimmister does here. So I think we're going to stick with him. Standard Onward 3-2 split. Shotgun Preacher, fairly powerful, if not well-known last man up spot there. Also very capable of defending this push that Scrimmister and DC are on. Death Legion able to pick up Siri, dropping down into the basement there, into the parking garage. leaving Tenant as the only north side push. DC, Kedger, and Scrimmister pushing through the southeast like nature trail area there. And they're gonna get pretty far unopposed, and that is due to this tight defense by L.R.R.P. The way things are lined up here, I do not believe I will be getting the sweet release of a 4-round map. looks like our friends over at L.R.R.P have things locked down pretty tight. Can Darren Clark get a pick here? Looking for Chachi. Not quite. That was a interesting exchange. So there's one of your disadvantages of VR is a little harder to judge height over bore. A lot of your rounds go into objects instead of where you're looking through the sights. Not a whole lot of crunchies coming out of Gale. Scrimmister. Lots of covering fire coming out. But shotgun, gonna pick him up. Not quite. Excellent patience out of the shotgun preacher. That late line is so much more important to keep a tight line on than getting that kill. Oh, there it is. Darren Clark able to get Higgins. Shotgun with the headshot on Scrimmister. Edgar. Oh!
From downtown!
Excellent grenade. Might not have been completely from downtown, but worthy of... Oh! Death Legion on Kedger. That might have been a refrag, actually. There we go. Tenant. Benny. And Darren Clark.
7, 8, 4, 3, 5, 11.
Flashbangers 5-0. Give them their points. And just very briefly, going to bring you guys back before the players start to leave so we can see the scores. DC was 7-2, top fragger for the map. Flashbangers go 5-0. Could have sworn I stopped that cap timer a couple times. That was a sub 3 second from when I hit the timer there, guys. That was a very fast cap by DC. So putting in the work on egress for sure. And that is it. That's the end. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for joining me on Comic 87 YouTube channel. Special thank you, L.R.R.P and Flashbangers for allowing me to cast. I'm going to get to bed. You guys have a fantastic evening.